You're listening to Select Stop Over on your favorite station. My name is Ife Ajagbe. Thank you very much for joining us. And we do have one of the best vocalists I've listened to ever in the building. He's a guitarist, he's a farmer, he's a lawyer, but today we're talking about music. So, his name is Dauda, and Dauda is also a new addition to Bad Guys Records family, but he's been making music much before then. Why did you decide to be on a record label? I mean, you were doing well for yourself.
The question about being on a record label is a question of two things in particular. First of all, one has to think about the industry in where one is playing at, right? In the Nigerian music industry, there are a lot of things that one is able to do as an independent artist, and there are also a lot of things, and you can even think of more things, and you can think of more resources that you can get to do the things that you even want to do. So on an independent, by oneself, no disrespect to those who are being independent and all that. All power, more power to you. But from where I was coming from, my own perspective and the place I was at, it made a lot of sense, because I think that this industry is just growing. We are just galvanizing. We are just getting together. We are just becoming powerhouses, to the point that we are already attracting a flood of international attention and all that. So, it's easy to say I'm going to do it by myself and I'm going to do it all alone and all that, but in practice it's not that easy, except you have, some mammoth resources, that you can tap into, or it's just I don't know. But that was my own perspective. That's how I saw it, and it made sense. The second aspect is that finding the place that's right for you, so finding a place or a group of people that are right for you, because it's one thing if your interests are not aligned, basically. So those were the two aspects, those were the two things I considered, and I had a working relationship with Bad Guys already. I had a familiar relationship with them already, and it made sense to me. And I'm glad of that.
Has joining a record label affected your sound in any way or your choice of music for release? So, for instance, I know that you have a whole team. There's A&R, there's PR, there's the manager, there's everybody, and they will decide what it is that it feels that the audience should be listening to per time. So, has that affected the kind of songs that you're putting out right now?
To answer the question, there's again two aspects to it, right? So first of all, in these original negotiations and the talk and all those kinds of things, I made it clear that I would like to retain my creative license. So I decide what I want to sing, I decide how I want to sing it, I decide what I want to write or say and all those kinds of things. Now the other aspect to it, because it is a business, so we have to look at the statistical, the interests, the market, all those kinds of things.
Like you just released the project. I think it's an amazing project. I think Woman is the least interesting song on that project.
Oh, some people will take offense to that. Some people will take offense to that.
I personal opinion. Yeah, I liked Woman. It had a beautiful video and all of that. But when you know the person that's singing, you know that this person can do better. Is it not Dauda? You get, but nice, very lovely project, and I like your play on words. I like the fact that you didn't say Dauda Ex Machina, you made it Love Ex Machina. You are just showing off, dude.
Yes, love to the rescue. You have to share off this education sometimes, but I wanted to make something different. As you're right to mention it. It will be a talking point. Is this something that I have to explain? Or explaining it gives me the chance to bring people into my own point of view as well, and my own line of thinking, and bring them deeper into the song or into the art and all that. So it was strategic as well.
Okay, but really, do you actually think that love solves all complications? Do you think love is that miraculous thing that just solves everything?
Okay, so I don't think love is an event. I don't think love is like, wow, it happened, hey, we're in love, I don't think that's it. I think love can be a process. I also think love can be a decision you know. The song you like, You Ain't Nobody, says, love is my religion, girl. Love is my religion. Love is my decision, girl. Love is my decision. So I have decided to, I have decided to act in a way that is beneficial to you, regardless of, I don't know, or I've decided to act in a way that I will show you love. I would not do something that would harm you,
Are you still a farmer?
Yes. I'm still very much into farming.
Okay, so the business of it, does it really make money, and is this something you'd advise young people to go into?
I think it's one of the best things you can do. It's one of the best decisions you can make to become a farmer, because we've learned, COVID has even taught us that a lot of jobs are dispensable. A lot of jobs can be done with, basically. So if you're one of the people that produce an essential service or essential need, for the people, you never go out of money, you never go out of business, you never go out of something to do, customers and all that, and clients and all that. So I think it's a good thing to do. I think a lot a lot of progress has been made. A lot more people are interested than back in the days. It's something that older people do, or people that are not in the urban centers or urban areas do. But now people in the urban areas are buying land up in the suburbs and making a lot of money. It doesn't have to be a lot of land. You don't have to use a lot of land for it. Like, you can have the fish pond, which is not so big. You can have like a poultry. You can do so many things. You can breed snails. Snails is just a small space. You can do a lot, and it's very lucrative. Makes a lot of money.
Okay, so talking about the music now, what's the plan for it? Are there going to be more videos? What's the promotion plan for the music?
So far the reaction and the response has been really good. We've been also, some of what we predicted would be people's favorites. Is people are telling us different things. So we're kind of recalibrating and all those kinds of things. But it's just interesting to see the different perspectives and different responses that people have been giving. It's very encouraging too. Yes, a couple more videos will be out. New projects and all that we're already recording. But right now we're just trying to enjoy this period, this release. We're trying to push it as far as we can. We're trying to spread love as much as we can with it, and that's what it is right now. So of course, as outside begins to open up more, we see gatherings and we see smaller so we're going to tap into all that. I've missed performing, right? I mean, the Bembogobiri days, those close contact type of performances. I love to see people's reaction to it directly, not even just over their phones or whatever. I like to talk to people, so I miss all that. So don't worry, we'll be coming soon to a neighborhood near you.
I got to keep it calacuta, and I believe my pen is like a gun, I'm a shooter. I got to keep it calacuta, I master language faster than a supercomputer. I got to keep it calacuta, kuta, that's what's up. Yeah.
You might want to call him the Kalakuta Krona if you like, just for you to remember the fact that he's been making music for quite a while. And yes, he was on Formula by Aramide, he was on Boogie Down by Thousand Bad Guy. Like, he's been around for quite a while. At some point I was like, where's Dauda? And then he just showed up. And I'm like, okay, welcome back. It's good to see you. So now let's talk about the business of your music. Do you think that the music you're making right now is quite lucrative? Do you think it's something that will make money for you?
I mean, that was the plan. That's why I woke up this morning. That's the agenda. Definitely, we're seeing like a bigger, like an explosion, I would say, an explosion of interest, an explosion of attention, on not just one type of sound, by the way, on the Nigerian sound, on the Nigerian artistic expression. Let me put it that way. So we have artists, I mean painters and people who draw with pencil and colors and all that are blowing up in New York, in wherever. We have people who are actors, our own actors. We have people who are doing big things. So I think that interest always translates into money. So now that there's an interest, what I am trying to do now is to position myself and to portray myself and my art in the best light I can, in the best light I can. I believe that art is nothing without appreciation. I think you have to find people who appreciate your art, people who are ready to pay money to show their appreciation, for receiving your art, and that's where we are right now, like in the system. So as for it being lucrative, it is gotten us this far, and it can only get better. Basically, I think it's better than it was way back, way back. So yeah, that's my opinion on that.
I can imagine. Okay, so talking about features, the fact that you featured Simi seemed like it was a natural thing. You guys were in sync. But what other artists do you think you would like to work with on the scene right now?
There's a Jamaican artist called Skilly Bang. They're doing some interesting things out there. There's some UK artists. I like music from all over the world, man. There are Nigerian artists that are doing some interesting things. Thames just did the madness. So many artists in Nigeria. So many artists are doing things. I really can't say. Usually it's about the vibe. Once I find the vibe, I feel like this person is right for this vibe. That's how it works for me.
So usually what's like the production process for you? Do you just walk into a production studio and start to record, or your producer sends you a beat, or you produce yourself? What's the process for you?
It could go either of those ways you just mentioned. It could either start off with an idea. It could start off by some idea, or it could start off with somebody sending, like for instance on the track on the EP with Trouble. Trouble was written by Chills. Trouble's chorus was written by Chills, and we wrote a whole song around that. With someone like with a song like Woman from the scratch. In fact, I had done the second verse with Simi as well, but Simi wrote her own verse. With Ain't Nobody from the scratch. It depends on how it comes. Sometimes it comes, I might hear a sound I like, and I would that would inspire something, or it might be a beat, or I might have the idea myself.
Okay, so what's your shortest term goal? Like in the next few months, what are you expecting?
In the next few months, you're going to see me everywhere. I'm going to try to be inside your room, on your TV, on your phone, on your radio. I'm going to be everywhere. Yeah. As things open up, we're going to be on the streets as well. So that's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay. I wish you all the best, Dauda. We look forward to more projects. Okay, so Dauda, what song would you like us to sign off with?
I'd like you to sign off with Luba because I want everybody to have a good time. It's a Friday. Let everybody have a good time with their loved ones. Catch Love Ex Machina on iTunes, Deezer, Spotify, all them means where you get your music from. Yeah. So yes, please give them Luba. Enjoy with their loved one.
All right, we'll do that. Thank you very much, Dauda. Bye-bye.
It was great. It was great being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you guys for joining. Bye. My name is Ife Ajagbe. We've been chatting with Dauda. Dauda is an interesting musician. He's out with a brand new EP, Love Ex Machina, and it's the hottest thing right now. We're going to play Luba from the project. So Luba is not my favorite song, and it's not the song he's promoting. The song he's promoting is Woman featuring Simi. My favorite song is You Ain't Nobody. So this is fair. It's a fair playing ground. This is Luba. So enjoy it, have fun. Big shout out to my team that's talking about Dale Greenex. Is going to make sure that this video looks good, and that is on YouTube. Check out the Celeb Step Over YouTube channel. You can watch previous videos, and you can see a full video of this if you've missed any part of it. Also, big shout out to @IamUnbeaten. Check him out. T-Dot is on all social media platforms. He's a music producer, but he's going to make sure that the sound for this show is on point, even though we're doing it via Instagram Live. Also, finally, last but not the least, big shout out to Deji Plug. Deji Plug is the publicist for this show. Big shout out to you, Deji. My name is Ife Ajagbe. Thank you very much for always tuning in to listen to Celeb Stopover. See you next time.
Baby, come and look back. Look back. I can be your Ashobora. Baby, your